should get my camera.
Don't waste the film.
Seriously, this should be recorded. How our suave commissioner swings.
That's a terrible line.
I'll cut it.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope I didn't waken you.
No, we've been up for hours.
Oh, that makes me feel better. Robbie available?
Available?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's here, at least. Come in. Robbie! Constance Townley wants to know if you're available.
Well, if that includes kind of sweaty and a touch relieved, the answer is yes.
So that's how you preserve that gorgeous body, huh?
Drat. The secret is out.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. I'm not.
Well, I've almost got the hang of it.
I hate to break your routine.
Oh, he'll use any excuse.
Would you like to try it?
Some other time.
Can I get you something, coffee?
Oh, no thanks. Your husband's already offered me the use of his computer.
That's right. I did say come play, didn't I?
I'm surprised you made friends with it so quick. You used to resist modern gadgets.
Hey, you're looking at the computer kid. Isn't that right, Holly?
He's even teaching me to operate it.
She's a whiz. Shall we demonstrate?
Oh, that's all right. I am dealing with classified information.
And I do have other things to do, so excuse me.
Certainly.
Contrary to appearances, we are generally addressed at this hour.
I'm glad I caught you on an off day. Now, before I become totally distracted and forget why I am here, may I?
May you what?
Contact the WSB.
Oh, well, allow me.
I do know my way around that keyboard, Robbie.
I'll just warm it up for you.
If you insist.
I do. Right. Now, just humor me for a second or two here.
You're having me checked out.
Just finding out that you're who you say you are.
You rat. Feel better?
Slightly.
Hmm.
Aye, aye, sir.
You sneak.
No. You seem to have forgotten the very first lesson you learnt.
You wouldn't trust your own mother, would you?
They made me what I am, and the first lesson was you don't trust anybody.
I'm not anybody. We work together.
Yeah, but are you still reliable?
Of course I am.
Come on now. How many reliable agents have the KGB turned around?
I don't speak Russian, and I hate vodka. Now, can I file?
Be my guest. And don't get mad. You'd have done exactly the same thing in my position.
You're right. I certainly would. Now, don't run away. It's in code.
And they've changed it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying about me?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Come on, give. I'd like to know what the gobbledygook is here.
Want to get a response from headquarters? In the meantime, can I use your gravity machine?
Withhold information.
That's what the big guy says.
And yet I'm expected to give you some.
I'm just following orders.
Okay. I'm yours.
There was a time when that was true. Oh, Townley, keep your mind on business.
And just what is your business?
I'm the one that's supposed to be asking the questions, remember?
So should.
Might take some time.
Well, let's sit down and be comfortable.
I've got another stop I have to make first. How about later?
How much later?
Oh, 2 o'clock. My hotel.
I'll be there.
Excuse me.
Connie was just leaving, love.
Oh, don't rush off. I'm meeting Bobbie for lunch. I thought you were...
Look, I'll see you to the door. Excuse me. Look, I may be a little late getting back.
Fine.
Well, it's WSB stuff. I have to see Connie back at her hotel.
I figured you might.
It's not what you think.
It doesn't matter what I think.
Look, it is work.
You don't have to explain.
But look...
And you don't have to keep me posted on your every move. We have an agreement, remember?
Right.
No explanations or excuses. You can be with anyone, anytime you like, so just relax, would you?
Right.
Connie, nice seeing you again. Goodbye.
Give my best to Bobbie.
I will, and, you have a good day.
Alone at last.
Run out of machines to play with.
I'd settle for you. But alas, duty calls. Oh, and do remember to put some clothes on before you come to the hotel. I'll loosen your tie once you get there.
2.
I'll be waiting.
Hi. Hope I'm not late.
Oh, I'm early.
Well, Robert sends his regards.
Thank you. How's he doing?
Busy as a bee.
And you?
The lady of leisure, and rather enjoying it at the moment, actually. How are you?
I'm so-so.
So I can see you're not your usual chipper self.
I think what I've got is a case of the end of the winter blast. I get them every year, but this time I think I've got a particularly bad case.
Well, maybe a nice lunch will cheer you up. Do you want to order?
You know what I want? I want to go someplace real far away. I know this menu by heart.
Well, do you want to go somewhere else?
No, I mean someplace away, far away. I mean, no, just away from this town, away from work. Not for long, mind you. Just take a break.
Well, everyone deserves a break now and then.
Well, Holly, as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I asked you to have lunch with me. I was wondering if maybe you'd be interested in going with me.
You mean take a trip?
Bad idea.
No.
Forget it.
No, go on. What have you got in mind?
You mean you'd consider it?
That depends. I certainly have the time.
Well, a week. I mean, that's all I'm talking about. Just a week.
Well, where were you thinking of going?
I don't know. Someplace warm and someplace with a lot of men.
Well, I like the sound of the warm bit.
Are you really serious?
Yes, you can have the men. I'll chaperone.
You really would go away somewhere with me?
I think it's a marvelous idea.
I mean, you don't think Robert would mind you just running off like that, do you?
Oh, come on. You know more than anybody else that it's just a marriage of convenience. He wouldn't mind.
Well, look who's here. Hello there. What's the special?
We're too excited to eat.
Oh, what's up? Holly and I just decided that we are taking a trip.
Oh, great. Is Robert going to? No, he's got too much work.
Well, you'll be back in time for our wedding, I hope.
Sure, we're only planning on going away for a week.
Great. Well, speaking of plans, we better get over there while our lunch hour is still hot and decide who's who at this wedding, okay?
Yeah, and I think I better strike while the iron is hot.
Okay, do you want to order?
Oh, who can think of food? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go abroad?
Someplace, not Europe. Definitely not Europe. You know who would have a good idea? Robert.
Of course. Robert's been all over the world.
He'd know the perfect place for us to go.
Oh, Holly, talk to him about it tonight, okay?
Well, why don't I try and get him right now? He might still be at home.
Good idea. I will order us some wine.
Okay.
At this time of year?
Right away. Bobbie's anxious to get going.
Well, there's no question. The Caribbean.
You think so?
Perfect. Of course, Hawaii would be great, but you need more time, or at least more than a week to do it justice.
Well, if you think the Caribbean's the place.
Look, you can't go wrong.
I knew you'd come up with something.
Well, of course, you've got a lot of islands there to choose from. They all have something to offer. It depends a lot on what you're looking for.
Well, just a little rest and relaxation.
You really ought to pick up a few brochures. I mean, there are so many. St. Croix, St. Thomas, Haiti, the Bahamas.
Well, we'll do that. And thank you, Robert. Bobbie will be thrilled.
Good idea. Do you both some good.
You don't mind, then?
Why should I?
Well, it isn't as though I'm leaving you alone and stranded. I mean, you won't be bored. You do have some company.
If you're referring to Constance, she's headed back to Washington tomorrow. But don't worry, I've got plenty here to keep me busy. Listen, love, I've got a dash.
Right. Thanks for your help. To the Caribbean. And to Robert, who recommended it.
Hot sun, sandy beaches. I love it.
Now, all we have to do is figure out which island to go to.
Well, what are our choices?
Well, there's the Bahamas. I can't even remember half of the names that Robert suggested. He rattled them off so quickly.
I'm going to have to go get some new clothes.
Well, summer things should do.
Oh, what's a trip if you don't go out and get a whole bunch of new clothes?
True, very true. But we should travel fairly light because we might have to handle our own luggage.
Well, we can always recruit some helpers along the way.
Hey, I'm just the chaperone, remember?
Oh, Holly, I'm so glad that you agreed to go on this trip with me.
I'm delighted that you are.
And after lunch, I think we should stop by and see this travel agent that I know.
Good idea.
What are you planning here? A small war?
I'm ready for a skirmish or two, if you are.
No more questions?
A few. But first, a personal observation.
I've aged.
What's the expression? Not older, better. It's true, you know.
That's the observation?
Among others. But seriously, I mean, Istanbul, Paris, Athens even. Why Port Charles?
Why not Port Charles?
Do you really intend to end your days here?
I live to be 100 here. You saw my machine. Ah.
How on earth did you get stuck here?
I chose it. And as to how I got here, I'm sure that the WSB friends of yours filled you in.
The Cassadine caper, yes. That was a long time ago. You didn't have to stay.
Let's get back to business, shall we?
All right, Mr. Strong, silent, and sexy. Where were we?
We were talking about my town.
Right. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange going on?
Yeah, you mention it. Yeah, there's something that strikes me as a little odd.
What's that?
You turning up in Port Charles. Quite a coincidence, huh?
Not really. I asked for it. Will we never be alone? Yes.
Room service.
This interruption. I ordered. You can put it right over there. There you go.
Thank you. And what's the occasion?
You. And me.
You mean us working together?
Well, whatever you want it to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A toast.
To old times.
To picking up where we left off.
Good wine.
Good company.
What comes next?
Do I really have to tell you?
Aruba!
Oh, gorgeous. What about this beach at St. Croix?
Oh, son, I can just see us pop down there for a week.
Thanks, but I think I'll take the shade of a palm tree just to start.
Gosh, Holly, there are so many places here to choose from.
Well, if you're interested in gambling, there's the
Heck, I'm
Bahamas.
interested in everything. Take a look at this.
What is this?
A cruise.
That sounds like a good idea.
7 days, 7 nights, 7 ports of call.
Let me see. Look at this. You get a bit of everything.
Oh, Holly, this sounds wonderful.
There's even a casino on board. Not that I gamble.
Oh, come on. Not even a little blackjack or roulette.
No, I don't know how.
Well, I'll teach you.
Oh, come on. How are we going to enjoy the cruise if we lose all our money?
Now, that is exactly the wrong attitude. We are not going to lose. We are going to make a fortune.
How?
Well, girl, because with your brains and my luck, it's going to be a cinch.
Yeah, but I told you I don't know how to.
Well, you know how to count to 21, right?
Of course.
Okay, you know how to say hit me or stand, don't you? Well, that's all there is to it. Don't worry about it. I'll teach you the ropes, like, better yet, we'll let some of the gentlemen on board teach you.
Oh, men, I hadn't even thought about that.
Are you kidding? Men? There are gorgeous, eligible, interesting men crawling all over the cruise ships.
How am I going to tell them I'm married?
Holly, you've got to be kidding.
No, I mean, if they're a bachelor...
You're not going to say anything to anybody, are you?
Well, I can't lie.
Well, withholding information isn't lying. Besides, I don't think anybody will even bother to ask. And if they do, you just let me do the talking, okay? I'll just tell them that we are two women and we're out to have a good time. I mean, after all, that's the important thing, isn't it? To have fun.
And get a good tan.
Now you're talking.
Oh, I can just see it. Haiti, you said?
First stop.
Okay, jolly good.
Oh, jungle drums and crazed natives.
Voodoo child.
And men.
We've got to do this.
Let's agree then.
Okay, a cruise it is.
Let's go shopping this afternoon and get some babies. Yes, definitely.
It's a good thing I'm not insecure.
I'm sorry, love.
Forget it. Feeling like the woman scorned has never been my style.
I know.
Problem?
Not yours.
You know, I've seen you in a lot of tight spots, Robbie. How are you going to get yourself out of this? Married.
You don't understand.
You're right. That shouldn't stop you. It hasn't stopped me, has it?
You flatter me.
That's not my style either. Plain and simple, I want you. Come on, what happened to the playboy of the Western world, huh?
Things change.
They don't have to.
Sometimes we can't control some things.
You have never been out of control in your entire life. Come on, can marriage do that to a guy?
That? Other things?
How long?
What?
How long have you been married?
Oh, almost 2 months.
For an intelligent woman, I'm pretty stupid.
What are you talking about?
My timing was off. No wonder you didn't respond to me. I moved too fast, too soon. In 2 or 3 months, you'll come around. Come on, let's kill the bottle.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm on an expense account.
Yeah, but for wine, but not for the,
If you say for being a good sport, I'm going to deck you.
Doing? What am I not doing?